Headed out there on the field. They're going for Marshall, and they've got him. And now they're going to go for Medley, and they've got him.
Oh, boy, they really got him. Lebanon has gotten over the hump. Sweep Moss. Moss running that football hard. Crosses the 45, down to the 43. Tommy, 6 years we had not been able to get over the hump. We get that first win or we get beat. Tonight we've gotten over the hump. Maybe this will carry us.
We're headed into the third round of the TSSAA playoffs. The Blue Devils are in the final 8. Jason Morris checks in at fullback for the Blue Devils.
And this will be Mark Medley's first time to win 10 football games. He had been stuck on 9 here at Lebanon. Running the quarterback sneak. Reeder got the first down to the 40. First down, we got a chance to run the clock out. Mark Medley right now 10-2 this year. Lebanon 37-12, 1:22 to go in the fourth quarter. He had won 9 on about 2 or 3 occasions, won 8, maybe 4 occasions. This year, this is victory number 10. Reeder's the quarterback. First down, Lebanon on Rhea County. He'll take a knee, and then they'll hit him and knock him down. Uncalled for, really. They really hit Reeder after he took a knee. Rhea County will get a 15-yard penalty. That will take it somewhere down around the 25.
John, we want to ask you if you could ask Coach Medley to come upstairs for the post-game show. I'd hate for you two to stand out in the rain any longer than you have to. Just come on upstairs after, so Terry can go ahead and get his stats in, and you two just come upstairs for the post-game show if that's agreeable to everybody. 1:06 to go.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Lebanon with 10 wins for the first time since 1974. That Mid-State Bowl team champion that went 10-1. This football team now 10-2 on the season. Lebanon advances to the final 8 in the TSSAA Class AAA playoffs. This is as far as any Lebanon, well, it's further than any Lebanon team has ever gone.
I think next week will be the chance for our Lebanon football team in the history of Lebanon High School, if I can remember, to ever win, if they can win, have 11 wins in one season. That penalty will be stepped off. Terry, looks like they're going to step it down to the 30 instead of the 25.
Bruce, I would have thought that would have been a 15-yard penalty, but they only penalized Rhea County 10 yards.
Exactly, and that was roughing, so I'm with you on that. I thought he should have went to the 25. Anyway, we need to get the game over. 49 seconds and the clock running. Reeder's the quarterback, takes a knee and steps back and gets out of the way this time as they shoot a few people through. Rhea County's had an outstanding year again, too. They'll go 9-3. They'll bow out of the playoffs. They had knocked off Jefferson County, I think. Yes, they had 14-13. But we will be playing Knoxville Halls next week as the clock is winding down. 23, 22, 21, Lebanon 37, Rhea County 12. Reeder's the quarterback. Takes the knee, falls down. That should end this football game. The rain has come late. Lebanon has really dominated the football game. The final score, Lebanon 37, Rhea County 12. Tommy.
Donnie, back at WFMQ Control. We'll send it back to you for our post-game break, and then we'll be back with Terry Stafford's AFLAC post-game stat show.
Club thanks the following contributors for their support of this broadcast. Beard Construction Company Incorporated, 119 Palani Circle. Claiborne's Bakery, 1019 West Main Street. David Harvey Auto Sales, 500 South Cumberland, Lebanon. First Bank and Trust, 3 locations to serve you, Mount Juliet, Old Hickory, and Lebanon. Kenneth O. Lester Company, Cash and Carry, 216 Hartman Drive. Lebanon Cablevision, 223 South College. MidWestco Permapipe Division, 1310 Quarles Drive. Parklow Atwood Funeral Chapel, 602 South Cumberland Street. Rock Tin Company, 302 Hartman Drive. TRW Ross Gear Division. And Video Movie Centers, 1114 West Main Street.
In the second game of the TSSAA playoffs tonight, 37-12. Recapping the scoring, Lebanon got on the board first in the first quarter, 6:16 left. Jonathan Presley, a 22-yard field goal as Lebanon goes 38 yards in 8 plays. Lebanon scores again in the first quarter, 5:23 left. Damon Stone picks up a fumble and returns it 11 yards for a touchdown. Presley added the extra point. Lebanon was up at that point 10-0. And then Lebanon scores on the last play of the first quarter. Tyson Neal, an 18-yard run, capping a 52-yard 3-play drive. Presley with the extra point, and at the end of the first quarter, Lebanon led 17-0. The only scoring in the second quarter came as Ray County returned a fumble. Jason Williams returns a fumble 38 yards for a touchdown. The extra point was no good. At halftime, Lebanon led Ray County 17-6. In the third quarter, Lebanon 5:35 left in the third quarter. Mo Thompson, a 16-yard touchdown pass from Greg Triplett as Lebanon goes 35 yards in 8 plays. Presley added the extra point. It was 24-6 at that point. 48 seconds later, Damon Stone picks off a Berkeley pass and goes 27 yards for a touchdown. Presley added the extra point. It was 31-6 at that point. 4:47 left in the third quarter. Lebanon scores in the fourth quarter. 11-12 in the fourth quarter. Tyson Neal, his second touchdown of the night. A 3-yard run as Lebanon goes 18 yards in 6 plays. The extra point was no good. Lebanon led 37-6. And Ray County got on the board with 2:59 left as Anthony Lancaster from Adrian Brickey, a 6-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point conversion pass failed, and that is our final as Lebanon has defeated Ray County tonight 37-12. Statistically in the ballgame, first for Ray County, 21 carries, only 13 net yards on the ground. Passing tonight, 68 yards passing on 6 of 19, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Total yardage in the game for Ray County, 81 total yards. First downs, Ray County held to 3 first downs, all of those passing. Turnovers, Ray County turned the ball over 3 times. 2 of those resulted in touchdowns by Damont Stone. They turned it over 3 times, 1 fumble, 2 interceptions, and were penalized 4 times tonight for 25 yards. Individually for Ray County, Adrian Birkey, their quarterback, 4 carries, minus 14 yards. Jeff Hickey, 11 carries for 10. Jimmy Nelson, 3 for 11. And Sam Kruger, 3 carries for 6 yards. That's 21 carries, only 13 yards for Ray County on the ground. Passing tonight, Adrian Brickey, 6 of 18, 68 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Jimmy Nelson threw a halfback pass. It was intercepted. He is 0 of 1, no yardage, no touchdowns, 1 interception. So that's 68 yards through the air, 13 on the ground for Ray County, 81 total yards in the game. Fort Lebanon on the ground, 52 carries, 212 yards through the air, 17 yards on 2 of 5 passing by Greg Triplett, 2 of 5, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, 229 total yards for Lebanon. First downs, Lebanon with 12 first downs compared to Ray County's 3. 12 first downs tonight for Lebanon. All of those came on the ground. Lebanon turned the ball over 1 time, that being a fumble. They were penalized tonight 3 times, 29 yards. Individually for Lebanon tonight, Greg Triplett, 1 carry for minus 2. Zach Dirksen, 9 carries for 38. Zach Manier, 2 carries for 3 yards. Tyson Neal continuing to be impressive on the ground. 20 carries, 94 yards tonight for Tyson Neal. Jade Sellers, 4 carries for 55. Steve Rose, 4 for 27. Charles Moss, 5 carries for 11. Bill Garrett, 1 for minus 12. Bo Grissom, 1 for minus 2. Luke Shepard, 1 for 1. And Jason Reeder, 4 carries for minus 1. Tonight, 52 carries, 212 yards for Lebanon. Greg Triplett tonight passing, 2 of 5, 17 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. That's 212 on the ground, 17 through the air, 229 yards tonight for Lebanon, 81 for Ray County. As that's the stats tonight, as Lebanon beats Ray County 37-12.
Greg Brothers post-game show with Mark Medley. Coach, great win.
Yeah, it's a great win. You know, we've been in this position 3 other times, and you know, these men tonight, they just wouldn't be denied, and the win was a big factor. We were able to take advantage of field position early, kept those guys pinned in the hole, and came up with some big plays on both sides of the football.
We talked about this earlier, the wind being a big factor, taking the win at the opening toss, big play.
Yeah, it was. You know, we talked about it for a long time prior to the game. We came out and found out we couldn't punt the thing into the wind at all. And you know, we won the toss, and we just wanted to take the wind at our back, and we didn't know what they would do. And I really felt good that they decided to receive in the third quarter. I figured they'd come out and take the win and give us a football, and but as it turned out, we got the win back and had a big third quarter.
Coach, a lot of big plays tonight. It's a game of big plays. I guess the fumble recovery early set the tempo, and then Stone with the interception, that could put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, it really was. You know, I think DeMond came up with both of those, and you know, our defense played great all night. You can't say enough about Coach Marshall and Coach Anderson and Coach Hutto and Coach Dillard and Coach Grissom. They had a heck of a plan, and you know, we got pressure on the quarterback. We did a heck of a job against the run, and you know, the wind was a factor, but you've got to be able to stop people and take advantage of field position, and the defense did that for us.
Coach, we got Knox Hall coming in here next Friday night. Don't know much about them. We're going to have to study some films. I guess y'all get to work tomorrow morning, huh?
Yeah, it's a great pleasure to be working at this time of year. There's only 8 of us left, and we understand from talking with one of the Ray County coaches at the end of this game that Knoxville Hall runs the 4-3, the same as Ray County, and Knoxville Hall runs the wing T, the same as Ray County. So we may have a leg up on practice because we're going to see basically the same thing we've seen this past week.
Coach, you've invited all the former Blue Devils back for a Thursday morning practice session on Thanksgiving Day. What's going on?
Ever since we've been here, John, I share with our kids the 2 years we played in the state championship game, and it's just a great feeling Thanksgiving morning to roll out of bed and come and go through your game plan and go share a Thanksgiving meal with your family and look forward to playing on Friday night. And that's been the dream of those prior 6 teams here, and we've just never gotten there. We've been 1 week away a few times, and we don't want it. We don't only want the last 5 teams, but we want all of the people that wore this blue and white to come and Thursday morning and be here and just be a part of this program. This is Lebanon football, and a whole lot of people are a part of Lebanon football.